Okay, so Grace and I have spent 2 years together. When I met her, she was basically dying from her diabetes, and now we have changed all of that. We're going. We're hoping to collect some emails, and we're hoping to send out some information so people can prevent this themselves. If you're dealing with it, you can mitigate it, back it off. And if you're young or middle aged, maybe you can even prevent it, right? Take preventive measures. If somebody diagnoses you with pre-diabetes, get our book, take our course. It will be very, wait till you see, we're selling results. We're not selling promises, we're selling results. We're not doctors, we're just showing you what we did and what our results are. So we're going to start out with looking at this here this is from Diabetes Canada. And it says that people with diabetes are over 3 times more likely to be hospitalized with cardiovascular disease. I happen to have that. That's going to be another movie to bring people in. And 12 times more likely to be hospitalized with end-stage renal disease. And almost 20 times more likely to be hospitalized for non-traumatic lower limb amputation, because they start cutting your legs off because the sugar builds up in your small veins and that in your toes and your feet. And then the blood can't get down there, and then the oxygen can't get, then they rot. And when they rot, they cut them off slice by slice. As they rot, they cut more off each couple of years or however long it takes for it to rot. It also happens to your brain, the sugar, and it happens to your heart, cardiovascular disease. The blood gets in there and everything rots. The oxygen can't get by, right? That's what happens to the brain. Causes vascular dementia type 3, which we're not even talking about here. And I think we've reversed yours. But lately, you're not taking your drops. It's the drops, Grace, that are the biggest thing. And this is the second time you stopped taking them. It's the second time you've regressed. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So it's also the 30% of strokes are caused by diabetes. It's the leading cause of blindness, which you'll see we stopped her from going blind in the medical results. 40% of heart attacks, and her heart is beautiful. Hey, Grace, 40% of heart attacks. And your heart, they'll see, it's the same. They did a little look at you in the summer, and it's the same as 2015. Even your illnesses and problems in your heart have not progressed. So your diet and exercise and everything we're doing is great. They're going to see that, Grace, the actual medical documentation that you are okay. 50% of kidney failure requiring dialysis. The last time you went in the hospital, we thought your kidney, I gave you electrolytes, a Gatorade, and it really brought you back. It was incredible. There was a lot more to it than that, but the Gatorade made a big difference. And it's also responsible for 70% of all non-traumatic leg and foot amputations. That's because the blood goes in there and doesn't get through, right? So this here was 2019. They're talking about you forgetting to pay your bills, worsening memory, forgetting what your blood sugar was right after taking the reading. So you had some problems there. And then, so your memory and your insulin put you into a life-sustaining therapy need, right?
Yes.
So that means that this is it right here. Your prescription from your doctor, and a diabetic care on insulin condition requires frequent monitoring of blood sugars and administration of injectable medication as well as oral medication, and calibrating necessary equipment, testing ketones, and maintaining a logbook. I'm so grateful to Karen who gave us the ketone tester. She really helped us out, eh? Karen was amazing. Anyway, I don't want to be she helped us so much. And then down here, I'll just flip this around. I just put this here to show you that this is the life-sustaining therapy, because this is a estimate that goes into the government for taxes. So Grace is 31 hours a week. There's actually a very good breakdown for this that I didn't include. It's 7 days a week, and it's 4 to 6 visits a day, actually. So the 31 hours looks like it's not the real number, that's for sure. And then this here is to accompany the patient's application for family managed home care. Grace has a companion coach. Hold on here. Grace has a companion coach, Mark Hayden, known since January 2022, so it's almost 2 years, Grace. Helping her by counseling around proper nutrition and helping with meal prep, the nutritionist and the dietitian. Monitoring, supporting proper medication timing and dosing, that's the nursing. Providing emotional and physical support, that's the psychologist and the trainer and the physiotherapist, right? Your A1C has been under better control and you feel generally very well supported. Mark visits and calls Grace multiple times per day. I used to do that, but I wasn't getting paid, and so I ended up living here. It's terrible. It's really not the way it's supposed to be. But it's not terrible. Grace is spectacular, but it's also not the right way. There's issues and there's reasons why that is happening. Anyway, say Grace was paying me a small stipend out of pocket, and that's not even consistent and didn't happen for many months. Sometimes when Grace worries about money, she can hardly even pay for her own stuff. Like right now, she's not even paying for the drops, and her memory's starting to fail again. And we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. Grace is right here. And then Home Care says that they do not have policies and procedures pertaining specifically to people with memory loss and insulin issues. They cannot look after her, but yet they won't give her assisted living. Mild non-proliferative diabetic retinopathy. We saved your eyesight. You were able to go get new glasses. So this is the first medical result of what we did. Do you remember, Grace? You could speak up, but speak up loud, okay?
Well, I agree with everything you said so far, so I don't have anything to add.
Well,
thank you for the offer.
Okay, but you remember going blind, though, and everything, and all the burning eyes and all that.
Yes, of course. If I do not agree with what you said or add,
and then
I would say so.
Okay, thank you, Grace. And then we're going to go down here. Her A1C was 6.5. So she's definitely, low-end diabetic, but well, we've really, really looked after it. But here she had a CT scan, July 13th, 2023, and this is in her head, and it says similar to that seen on the MRI done in 2018. So your brain hasn't actually deteriorated, which if you had vascular dementia, it would deteriorate. I think we fixed it by taking your weight down and by cleaning up the ketones in the blood system that weren't already calcified. Anyway, this is in the book. And then they also looked at other parts of the brain from a previous MRI, not significantly changed. So summary, unchanged. Your brain hasn't changed since 2018, Grace. Okay, we cleaned it up, we fixed it up. Some of the drops we give you even rebuild your brain. So when I met you 2022, you were really, really bad shape, but I think we've rebuilt your brain actually. That's what I think. And your bones are beautiful, everything beautiful in your bones, no compression fractures, no inflammatory. This is your tailbone area, pelvis and hips, minor early degenerative changes, no acute bony injury. So you don't really have any arthritis or anything, right?
I would say so.
Right there, right? It says that, right?
Yes.
Then your chest x-ray, heart is unchanged since 2015. Even though you have some problems there, they didn't get any worse. So your diet and exercise and everything that we do, your socialization, you're getting outside, all of that is really, really helping. And this is your most recent blood test.
Yes.
And it shows that your fasting glucose was 5.6, and there's the reference range below 6. So it technically means you're not diabetic, but it means you're pre-diabetic. And this is how great a job we're doing, okay?
Yes.
This is how great a job we're doing. This is where your fasting serum. But you do still need glucose, but we know how to manage everything so well that when you went in the hospital 2 weeks ago or whatever, this is what came back. And all of your numbers, look, no any flags, all no's, everything is beautiful, Grace. And what we really would like to show here is that your cholesterol is perfect, okay? No flag. No flag, no flag, no flag. Your other
it's
cholesterol
HDL.
down here, no flag. Perfect, okay?
Yes.
Everything is perfect, Grace. Non-HDL, perfect. Way below 4.19. Everything. Your medical results are incredible. LDL cholesterol, I think that means calcified. 1.61 below, like it's so, the numbers are so great, Grace. And then it's the second page, you are a little bit high in something, I'm not sure what that is. And your hemoglobin normally is 7.55, so there's a different measurement here than the one at the hospital or than the other one, so it's a little bit confusing. You do have diabetes, but it's really, 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 really well maintained. And you maintain your weight and everything now, right?
Indeed, yes.
So you can see right there that the blood sugar, everything is great. You can see that the brain is great. No more vascular dementia going on, everything. You can see that we saved your eyesight.
Yes, which is important.
Well, I was going blind in 2000 from the pain from my back. And when they put the new lenses in my eyes, I could have never been more grateful. Even the back, you know what, my back I'm very grateful for. But I think my eyesight, thank you, thank you, thank you. I couldn't be happier with healthcare. I think it's a pinnacle of human achievement. And I want to do my best to preserve it for future generations. And I want to do it as myself, I guess I'm a Hungarian Jewish person, Grace. I'm a secular Jew. That's what I am. So God bless everybody. And we're going to just have a quick sit down over here in a second. I'm going to open the curtain so we can see how beautiful you are today. That's okay. What would you like to say if you have a minute? Could you speak up there?
Well, I have been enjoying all the help you give me to improve my diabetic health.
There we are. There we are. Okay, Grace, come over here and sit down. Come on over to our spot. Then we just sit here like this, right? Look at how beautiful Grace is today. Look at how beautiful Grace is. Actually, you know what?
Yes.
Stand up for us for a second, Grace. Grace is always beautiful, right? I got to stand back a little bit. Hold on. Let me just do this one more time. Let me do like this, Grace. Stand up. Just stay there. Wow. Isn't she stunning? Wow. Really, really excellent, Grace. Really, really excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's see how we do here with our Grace. Thank you very much. Okay, I don't know how to edit, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so busy and so broke, and, that's just the way it is. But we're doing our best. We did show you the medical. So, Grace.
Yeah.
Did we save your eyesight?
A lot.
We did. We saved your eyesight, right?
Yes, I still need glasses, but I can see much, much better.
Your eyes don't burn anymore. Now you're allowed to get glasses. Before you weren't even allowed to get glasses, right? Because your eyes were deteriorating and everything, right?
And now I can continue to enjoy my hobby, knitting. I enjoy knitting very much.
Well, I'm trying to get you to knit again. You could be knitting mittens and hats for homeless people. You could just do something
Long
simple like
coat.
that. Or a long coat for you could buy. Well, you could be knitting stuff for homeless people. Why don't we do that? If we buy some wool, you can knit some sweaters for homeless people. Would that be great?
Great. I will not just knit it myself because I need two hands. I may form a club to encourage
people for homeless people. Grace, that would be amazing. We've been looking for something. See how it can happen? So just like that. So we're gonna work on that, I think, Grace. That's a really good thought. But and your glucose level is amazing.
Yes, thanks to you.
And you're holding your weight very well.
Very strict, tight control.
Well, no,
by the coach.
No, your body. We use body weight set point theory.
You are very patient in sharing the information, what I should do and what I should not do.
We use body weight set point theory, actually.
And treadmill.
Yeah, we use treadmill, and we use diet. We eat properly, and we use a healthy lifestyle is what we do, Grace. Even with regards to things like knitting clothing for homeless people.
Yes.
That's spectacular. And
That is what we call happy living.
yes, yes, yes,
It's living.
yes. So Grace used to go at your diabetes, your glucose numbers. If they look at your glucose numbers for the last month or so, they're on our Facebook page. They're all in the blue between 6 and 9 or whatever, basically, eh? It's incredible. What would you like to add, Grace, about the diabetic care?
Um,
We basically use diet and exercise. We used what they use for dementia. It works for dementia too. It does. Because, and the doctors know, you can look it up online, finger dementia, right? And they've been spending money for 10 years, millions of dollars trying to figure out how to fix it. And that's how we actually overachieve with trying to help you with your diabetes, isn't it, Grace?
yes, it's very important.
And they know you can do it. And there's 5. It's the finger method. So there's diet, which they think takes a nutritionist and a dietitian. They think 2 specialists.
And we can also function like a normal, happy person.
Yes, and there's exercise. Like that's right, because it's lifestyle change. Really, is all it is. It's diet and
And
exercise
the finger is important.
and mental challenge,
Yes.
right? Cognition challenge
Independence too. Right?
and socialization. Well, we really like independence and socialization. So we went to a lot of shows and concerts, and we get out and walk in public and go to parks and go to beaches, and we're always like. They also say monitor the heart, because anytime you change your diet or exercise, you should, watch your vital signs in your heart and talk to your doctor, because we're not doctors. But yeah, do all of that, and they say they can fix dementia, but they can't figure out how to do it cheaper. But it's lifestyle. We did it, didn't we, Grace?
Yes, in my lifestyle, most important thing to me, for given my age, is continue my hobby of knitting. I really enjoy knitting very much. There's nothing I cannot knit.
Oh, that's what we're taking. It looks like this is it. But oh yeah, I forgot. So we stopped your eyesight from going
Yes.
from going blind.
And my
Plus your
finger.
brain, right? Your brain isn't deteriorating. No more vascular dementia, right? And no bone damage. Your cholesterol numbers are perfect. Your everything following this plan, and now actually her vascular neuropathy in her fingers is
And
gone.
my fingers are under my control to do any stitches I want.
Yeah.
It's important for me.
Wow, her fingers are back too. That's right, because the vascular neuropathy is finally gone.
Yes.
It's incredible what we did.
Equally
Grace.
important like the eyesight. Without eyesight, of course, I cannot knit. Without the healthy fingers, I cannot knit.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to let people watch this video, and hopefully they'll send us their email address. And then I can send them a little bit more information about the drops you take and things like that, and see if they're interested maybe in, I don't know. I want to help people just like you want to
Good
help
for
people,
you.
right?
More happier people.
We want to help 100 million people. Diabetics, that's easy. And then we got dementia. Same process to fix that, right?
And you say easy with your guideline detail.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, we have it. I have the book basically written. It's coming out very, very soon. So, Grace, on that note, I think we're taking up people's time maybe a little bit, but I'd like to say I wish them all the best. We do have the book. I am a coach, 25-year coaching. I have many, many courses. I understand the body and the physiology and the motivation. Wouldn't you say so?
I would like to use this opportunity to thank you for all the help you have given me to recuperate from my sickness, the bad effects from diabetic sickness.
Thank you,
I am
Grace.
now better, healthier.
Yes.
Continue my retirement living.
Very good. Living your best life.
Yes.
Living your best life,
Of course,
Grace.
better than before, because when I was young, no matter how much I enjoy doing what we share, we have to work. I cannot have the time. Now I have the time. I need good health.
Yeah.
And you help me
You're going to start
maintain it.
knitting, Grace. Do you have friends that knit? Do you know?
to be tell you the truth. There's nothing I cannot knit.
Oh, okay. I know I've seen it. Okay. All right, guys. On that note, we're ready to make. I haven't been getting paid, man, for 2 years. You've seen that too, right? I think, right? There's an application. The home care don't pay. Nobody's helping. Grace really hasn't been able to even access her own funds. So, just send us your email. Let us communicate. Let's make this move forward, and let's help 100 million people.
And improve your health.
Improve your health. Help us, help you, help each other, something like that. Do your best, never quit, have fun. That's how I live.
So not just ourselves, all the doctors, nurses would be happier too.
Yeah, everybody should be happier, Grace. Say thank you very much, Grace. You look beautiful today.
Thank you for the attendance.